Hello, Mr. Bond.
Hey, nice to meet you.
My name is Lex Penza. I'm the business manager. I'll be handling your paperwork today. So, congratulations on your purchase.
Thank you very much.
My job is to help personalize the ownership of your vehicle. And to do that, what I need to do is verify the accuracy of the information we've already gathered. So if you don't mind, I'll do that. Can I join you?
Of course, yep.
Okay. So we have your buyer's order showing your name is Jim Bond, and that's spelled Jimbond.
Yep.
You're at 123 Main Street. Now, is there any apartment number or unit number I should know about?
There's nothing, just that.
Okay, so that's anywhere USA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got your home phone number is 800-967-3633. So I can go there if I need to reach you correctly?
Yep, of course.
Okay. So that's who it's going to be titled to. As far as the price, it goes at $61,500 is your sale price, and then you have a trade allowance of $23,500, and it looks like we're adding in taxes and fees. You were planning on putting $1,000 down, and then you're going to finance the balance.
Yep, that's the plan.
And based on that, I think we had a payment over here of like $850, correct?
Yes.
For 72 months. Now, just for my own information, did you think you might put any additional money down?
Maybe if it helps with the financing. If needed, I maybe can.
Okay. Well, that is good to know. So now the car you're buying, that's a 2023 Mercedes Sprinter Crew Cab, and only has brand new 7 miles. That's a great choice. What made you decide on that vehicle?
I love the year, the brand new Sprinter. I like the color, and I wanted a new car over a pre-owned car. So that's how I found that one.
So did you find that in stock? We had that available for you?
We did, yep, it was here.
All right, that's great. And then you're trading in a 2019. Looks like you put 72,000 miles on it. Did you also buy that new?
I did.
So based on that, it looks like you've had it like 5 years, and it's about, what, 14,000 miles a year?
That sounds about right, yeah. Some years were a little heavier than others.
Okay, that's like probably about a little above average.
Yep.
Is what you're doing for miles. Okay. Now, in that ownership time, did you have any repairs?
I would say normal stuff. About a year ago, I had to do, I don't know, it was probably like 3,000 with service for something was up with my transmission. So that was a bill I had last year. But just normal maintenance every year, 10,000 miles.
So that was a bill wasn't covered under warranty?
Unfortunately, no, it was
Yeah.
not. But it was something that had to be fixed to get the van up and running. So got it done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. And you have both keys?
I have 4 keys.
You still have 4 keys?
Yeah.
That's what you got new, huh?
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, it came with 4.
And you also have the original windshield on that car?
I had to replace it once a couple of years ago. Driving, a rock hit the windshield and got a big spider up and down it.
So you had to put
replace
a new
that.
one in?
Yeah.
And it's been good ever since?
Yeah, I haven't had any problems.
All right, that's cool. So now we're gonna add that information. We plugged it into our system. We're gonna take you into our business office at this point. So welcome back, and the next step, that is gonna only be about 25 or 30 minutes. So I just need to review some of the other information we have here. And it starts with your insurance. And it looks like you've got insurance with Sam Davis Agency. And we got your policy number. It's effective today. That's a 6-month policy. Do you know what your deductible is?
I think it's $500 that we have set up for the deductible.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
Collision and comprehensive.
Yep.
What made you choose that option?
It was just recommended to me, so I stuck with it from the insurance agent that said it was a good idea.
Did he discuss any other financial liabilities in the event of a total loss?
No, we never touched on that. It was kind of quick. He just talked about the coverages added to the car, and then that was it.
Okay. So now we've got to review your application. We need this to be correct and accurate also. And I've got your same name filled out and address. Now it's telling me you've been there for 3 years.
Yep.
So relatively short term, you've been at that address.
Yeah, just moved.
And you got a monthly of $1,200 a month. Social Security, it's not there. How did we do this without your Social Security? Okay, we'll have you fill that in. And now we got your date of birth, 6/26/65. And you're working at U.S. Opportunity. That is in South Shore Boulevard, anywhere USA. Also, you've been there for 3 years.
Yep.
So did you move for your employment?
Yeah, I moved for the job. It was a good sales opportunity that opened up. So they helped me get relocated out here, and you know, at this time after the 3 years, I said we'll probably stay here for a while. So I decided to get the car from you
Good
guys.
choice. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. And now you're showing a $6,000 a month income, and is that after or before tax?
That'd be before tax.
Okay, that's good. That's what we like. Gross income. All right, what else do we want to go over here? Got your occupation, income is verified. We're good with that. It's all submitted, it's all approved. So now you were out there with Frank, I understand.
Yeah.
As your
no,
salesman.
Yeah. Yep. Frank was great.
Now, did he review the warranty that's on the car?
A little bit. I came into it knowing that the warranty was bumper to bumper. So we kind of just touched on that super quick because it's a brand new car. This is my second Mercedes, so I know it's going to be the same coverage.
Well, you know, the bumper-to-bumper warranty is, there are some limitations to it, but there are also some other things that are even enhancements to it that you should be aware of. And that's why we want to make sure that you're aware of that so there's no surprises down the line. So let me review right now. It looks like, as you said, you've got a 4-year 50. That's a basic warranty.
Yep.
And that covers Powertrain Plus. The Powertrain part of it is your engine and transmission. The Plus part of it is all the technical and electrical parts, which are a lot more extensive. So basically, when you're thinking about this, it's everything inside the car, and the peripheral technology around it is what's covered. But in addition to that, you've got coverage for defects from the manufacturer. So a defect would be something that was a normal part that wasn't installed properly, or it was actually produced improperly. Those are all covered at 100% parts and labor to repair. And our labor costs, just so you know, we're at $189. That's not looking like it's going down, but we're less than some of the stores in our region here because there's other competition out there. So they've kept it down pretty well, but it's expensive to do repairs now. So included with that is your towing. So if you have a failure, breakdown, they will tow you to the nearest Mercedes-Benz facility. Alternate transportation would be a loaner car, which we provide. It's not included in your warranty, but we provide it because that's part of our policy with our customers. Can't say it's the same for other Mercedes stores, but if you do get it here, we'll provide you with that alternative. Also, that's roadside assistance. So if you fail, you break down, you lock yourself out of the car, they'll get you back in the car. If you need gas, they'll give you gas. Not going to fill it, but they'll get you back up and running. And another thing that's nice to notice is that the the manufacturer of the tire company will cover your tires for $12.12. That's again against defects. So it's not against road hazards, which is something that you are going to incur
Is that 12 months, 12,000 miles?
Yes, yes. So now other things that are not covered under this is gonna show you it does cover you for rust corrosion through, which is important because it doesn't happen that often, but if they painted the car and they had some issue with it, that's when you can get rust. But if you get rust because of a scratch or from environmental hazards, that's not gonna be covered. Schedule maintenance, that's normally what you would do on your own. And obviously outside damage you're responsible for, that's why you have your own insurance. And powertrain does extend a little bit beyond the 4-year 50, goes out to 5-year 60. That's pretty much the bulletproof part of the car though. So now based on your intended ownership, it looks like you're gonna be over here somewhere where you've got some liability too. Just so you're aware of that, there's wraparound coverage that you can get for that. All right, and that's things like your tires and rims that aren't covered under this. It's a hazard coverage, and obviously the extension of that same coverage you can get through Mercedes-Benz. So at this point, do you have any questions regarding the coverage on this car so far?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, everything sounds good, and the maintenance is the same 1 year, 10,000 miles that it was on the other Mercedes.
Yeah, with Mercedes, that's their standard is 1 year, 10,000. They're using synthetic oil and special filters so that it can easily go 10,000 miles between services.
Yeah.
All right, so if you want, just initial that saying we reviewed it all with you. All right, thank you. I think we're gonna go on to the best part. This is the fun part.
Ooh.
You're gonna like this. We're gonna get our electronic screen up here somewhere. What do we do with it?
It's the system.
We gotta get the system. Sometimes the system
system
isn't
is
working
down.
in our favor. Ah, there it is.
Oh, the system turned on.
How come? How come I didn't have it?
The DocuPad, it's
All right.
on.
Here
Is
we
this
go.
what this is called?
We're gonna get you up in lights.
Oh.
We're gonna turn you into a star. So this is again reviewing what your deal is as it sits. Again, you're getting a 2023 crew cab, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, financing for 72 months with 1,000 down. That's gonna give you a monthly payment of $823 a month, and they offer these packages for you. So the preferred package shows you all the options available on this car, starting with the Mercedes-Benz extended warranty. So this is a 72-month warranty. It covers you the same way the factory does, but obviously extends you out for time and mileage. So basically, if anything goes wrong during that time period, any repair would be covered. Parts, labor, and taxes just by the factory. But also it enhances the factory warranty in that it's usable at any place that you have certified technicians, ASC certified technicians. So if you're traveling, it actually gives you more coverage than the factory warranty where you have to get it to the dealership. The GAP insurance, this is GAP coverage, is covering the loan in the event of a total loss. Are you familiar with that at all?
A little bit. I didn't hear any information from my insurance company. Yeah, but I know just a little tiny bit.
Well, basically what happens is your insurance company will cover you up to not the retail, but the trade-in value of the car, what they call wholesale value. That's usually 20 to 25% less than the retail value. So now if you finance the car and you put less than 25% down, you've got a gap between what you're gonna owe and what the insurance company will pay. And that especially takes place when you start adding back in things like your sales tax and registration fees. So generally that gap difference is anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, And that stays in effect for the entire loan right up until maybe the last year to 6 months when you start to get close to having equity. So if that total happens in that first 4 years of ownership, that gap would be paid under this plan, whether it be 2, 4, 5,000, and it pays your deductible, which you've got that $500 deductible, right?
Yeah.
So it would pay that off too. We like to call that a walkaway loan when you have that. This is something that they automatically do on leasing because they don't want you to get stuck on a lease, which there's even more liability on a lease. But it's become popular as financing as banks have financed more and more cars at more than 100 to 120% of value.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do that, that puts you at more liability. But once you've got it, if the thing is totaled, that means you're going to start fresh. You can buy a new car, and you've got another 1,000 to put down rather than 1,000 to pay off the old car. So as we talked about maintenance, it was once a year, every 10,000 miles. Mercedes will let you prepay that maintenance. It's a nice added convenience because you're buying that at the current prices versus what's the price going to be down the line, and it includes whatever the required maintenance for Mercedes is. So that's oil changes, tire rotations, flushing fluids, which brake fluids and transmission fluids. That's all covered with no deductible on that also. So what's very popular is this road hazard coverage. Another omission of our warranties, and no manufacturer covers this, by the way, because the cars today are being built with a lower profile tire and they're using lightweight aluminum alloy rims, and the roads aren't getting any better. So if you hit a hazard in the road, it's much more easy to damage these than the old steel rims. And we've got a plan that will cover that. And it's for any damage. It could be a nail in the tire, could be a cracked rim, it could be a bubble in the tire. Most of the reasons they replace it, they don't fix these. They're just too high strung to just fix. They don't plug the tires. If it needs it, they replace it. And in our plan, it'll replace both tires if the tires have worn, so that you're matching the tread on the both tires. And to really make it a hassle-free plan, they're covering cosmetic damage. So if you scrape it up against a curb, they refinish it for you. They make it look like new. Now the windshield plan, it would come into play if the same thing happened to you, but with your previous car, they would replace it, but not with a generic brand. They would use the factory brand windshield, which would make sure you're maintaining all of your sensors for the systems that are involved in the car, and maintains your warranty too. Finally, you got environmental protection. Now this is a wonderful treatment on the paint and interior. The best time to do that is when it's new, because when it's new, it doesn't have any damage from the environment. We wax them, it protects it for 30 days. When we do this system, it bonds diamond ceramic to the clear coat. So now it's going to be protected for 60 months for any damage in the environment, acid rain, sap, bird droppings, insects. And on the interior, it's also guaranteed against stains. And for our lease customers, it's also for rips, tears, punctures, or burns. So if you accidentally make damage to the interior, they can fix it. So that package, if you look at it from the total here, it would make your payment $946. Any questions on that so far?
No questions, no.
So now you can go to a value package, and you see under the value package, you'd be keeping the warranty, gap, maintenance, road hazard, and windshield. But now you'd be waiving the benefits of the environmental protection plan on the interior and exterior. The basic plan includes, again, warranty, gap, maintenance, and the roadside assistance and road hazards, waiving windshield, and your environmental protection plan. If you go to the economy, now you're just keeping the warranty for six years, 85, gap coverage, and the scheduled maintenance for 6 years, and that would bring you to $896 on a payment with the basic plan. So based on everything we discussed earlier, which plan would suit your needs best?
I appreciate the options, but I think I'm going to stick with the original payment that I came in here with for Frank. The base, the 823 that we discussed outside.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you can do that. So if we set that up for you, you're gonna get a statement in the mail. It's set up for 45 days to first payment, so you'll get that statement probably a week before or 2 weeks before that. Do you think you're gonna wanna do automatic payment?
Probably auto pay, yeah.
Okay, so at that time, you can set up the automatic payment, or it's again, get a statement every month and send a check in. If you wanna change that later on, you can do that. So the one thing though that I'm surprised about is based on what we discussed earlier, it seems like the warranty might be something that would really suit your needs. Have you had any additional thoughts on covering it for that based on the additional mileage that you'll be driving and the time that you're driving?
I would. I do like the idea of the warranty. And is it something where if I can't make it to Mercedes, does it still cover the vehicle? That's my only concern. Sometimes we take the car a long trip. We're not near you guys.
Well, that's one of the advantages to it. The factory warranty doesn't do that, but this does do that. So if I can share something with you, some of our customers, most of them have their phones, and they have them, protected with a little shield, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's a just in case, protection. And we like to think of this warranty as kind of the same thing. In the event something happens, this would cover you. And the reason it does come into play is because the factory, they analyze these vehicles. They know what they can absorb as far as losses, and they know how long they're gonna last. So the 4-year 50 is a sweet spot for them. So they know that they're gonna reduce their losses if they keep it at the 4-year 50. Once they go beyond that, that's when things happen. That's why they keep it there. But that's what makes this more valuable for our customers. Because the factory, they're not gonna keep you covered for any longer than that. But Mercedes, they want you to have a more personalized, extremely successful experience. And they know if you have that coverage and you end up having a repair, you're gonna be a much more satisfied customer. If you were to just do that, you're gonna be adding 46 to your payment, and you're looking at right here, 823.46, you're gonna be at just 869. And you could do that just on a solo basis.
I think I'll end up doing the warranty then. Keep the
Okay.
payment as low as possible and get that extra coverage.
Okay, so what we can do is customize it based on that, and then I'm just gonna have you initial there, or you can actually initial here and initial there. How about that? All right, thank you. We went through this, now we've gotta go through our disclaimer here. So this form just, again, tells you, do you have one? All right, is that just one?
Yeah.
All right. So it tells you that you have accepted the service contract, but you're waiving all these other products here. So the gap is gone, environmental protection, key, maintenance, road hazard, and windshield. So that looks good for you. The only thing that still sticks out to me though is you only got $1,000 down. So that is a liability on your gap. And it really isn't much when you think about it. This is actually cheaper than if you try doing through your own insurance company. $15 a month, it's an option you could add, and basically you're driving worry-free if you added that.
Okay, and that would add the 1536 to the payment we added with the warranty.
Correct.
All right, and I would do that. I would add it to the loan, just because you make a point that I'm only putting $1,000 down on the loan. So
It gives you that peace of mind, and the best part of it is when it comes into play, and you come back to us. Those are our happiest customers because they know that they've finished the other loan. They don't have any liability. They can start fresh with a new car. So all I need you to do is give me your okay there, and I think we got you covered.
all right.
So now we're gonna make up the contract for you, sign you up, and you'll be good to go. Thank you for your help.
Awesome. Thank you very much.